Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.
We'll jump into some quick predictions. But I'll start from the bottom of the card before I speak about the main event. Um, Nick Ball, Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman, undefeated Australian. Does he pose much of a threat to Nick Ball?
Yes, because he's world level, but Nick Ball is peak of his powers. I say that he's performed and performed fight after fight. Um, Nick Ball points.
Okay. David Adelaide Hergovich.
David's got to make an impact early in this fight, otherwise he gets broken down by Hergovich and stopped. Hergovich wants the boogeyman of the division. Look, I think he lost by a round to Zhang, even though he got the decision. Zhile Zhang out in Jeddah on the undercard of Usyk Fury 2.
He had a close fight
Usyk
with
Joshua.
Joyce as well. Don't forget his last fight with Joyce was quite close.
It was. But David's got to make an impact early. It's a massive opportunity for him. But I'd probably pick Hergovich to win it.
Okay. Main event, obviously Itauma and Dillian Whyte. One of the things I've picked up is a lot of people are basically the common questions being why is Dillian Whyte fighting him, etc., etc. is crazy. But I'm going to put a different spin on it because if you go through their records, there's only one name that sticks out on Moses's record, and that's Dempsey McKean. But when you start talking about Dillian Whyte, you're talking AJ Fury, Joseph Parker, Chisora twice, Povetkin twice, Hellenius took Lucas Brands, Jermaine Franklin, who gave AJ, a solid fight. Oscar Rivas, a very underrated win. That's some serious names there. And if I'm right, he's got a winning record in them 50, 60, 40 type fights. That's some serious ring time experience, which Moses hasn't had.
Yeah, Dillian's had 3 fights in 3 years, though.
Yeah.
So he's been fairly inactive. He's 35 now, maybe even 36, is he? He might even be 37. I need to look that up.
He's 37.
He's 37, yeah. Moses is so good. I've watched Moses on TalkSport today on Hawksby and Brooker. Had a 40-minute roundtable national newspaper Zoom call with him earlier, and he was very, very impressive. He's not taking Dillian Whyte lightly. He knows how big an event this is, and Ben Davison is saying the same. Frank Warren's saying the same. They're not taking Dillian Whyte lightly. It's very easy for many of us to say, oh, he stops him in 3 or 4, 5 rounds. If this goes beyond 5 rounds, Dillian Whyte has fully tested Moses Itauma, because we haven't seen Moses Itauma in with a world level operator yet. And Dillian, even though he hasn't been a world champion, is a world level operator. Now, has he still got it at 37? We're about to find out. Has he got it against a young Tyro who may take over the division inside a year's time and may have beaten Joseph Parker by then? He may have beaten Alexander Usyk by then. We don't know. But this is a true test for Moses. This is a coming out party, main event, headline event in Saudi Arabia, all eyeballs on him. This is the first time he's really been under the microscope. He's been under full scrutiny. So anything could happen. It's heavyweight division. I still favour Moses to win this based on youth, speed, tenacity, what we've seen so far, the fact that he lives the life, but also on the fact that Dillian has been inactive, even though he looks in tremendous shape himself. Still picking Moses Itauma to win this, but it wouldn't surprise me if Dillian gave him a very, very hard time or even won it. You can't be fully shocked by it.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, it just surprises me how many people have just completely written off Dillian Whyte. I know the inactivity plays a big factor, but he, like, as I mentioned there's some serious names there, and he's given them all.
Yeah, but that work you talk about, those the Parker win, the Chisora wins, and I thought he lost one of those. The the one in Manchester. I thought he lost by a point, but the wins against Chisora, the Povetkin rematch win, these are 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. Jermaine Taylor was a tough performance, but then you have to put it in context with how well Jermaine Taylor did against Anthony Joshua as well. So it's a really good fight. It's really good matchmaking. I'm really glad Dillion's earning the reported fee of 2 million for it. He deserves it. And good on him stepping up to do it against someone who everyone is rating as the next best thing that's coming. Dillion will have put everything into it. I'm not sure I like the comments from Buddy McGirt that he hasn't studied Moses Itauma at all. I'm not sure that's true. I think that's a ruse. Or when he was interviewed, it was before they went close to the fight. But
I'm right.
who of us is not looking forward to this?
I'm pretty sure I've heard Buddy say that before about not studying fighters. I don't think he believes in that. I'm pretty sure he said he does it in the fight. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure he said that in an interview with me before. It should be a great night. Either way, I'll look forward to a nice hot 40 plus degrees Riyadh next week. The next final installment is the fans Q&A, Gareth. The first question I want you to clarify, because there was some stick in the comments last time where people assume that you're forced into this fans Q&A, and I've tried telling a few people that you actually enjoy this part of the.
No, that's not true. You brutalize me with this, and what happens is whenever I see you in real life, you go, "You've got to do the fan thing. It does big numbers. It's good for your resume. It's good for your presence on Boxing King Media. Fans love it. It's all a bit of fun." The truth is, it's very cruel and very hurtful of you, and I do get shoehorned into doing it. It's the bit that I hate the most, almost in my career. And it's very, very painful at times to hear all these nasty comments about me. But go ahead.
And you just keep doing it.
And I just keep doing it. I don't mind at all, in truth. I do not mind in the slightest. It's very good fun.
Okay. So there are, as always, some good ones and some bad ones. Let's go through them. There's one absolute corker. So there's one actually about the party, this whole Dubois party, saying if there was 60, 70 people in the house, Gareth, why is there only one 10-second clip? Where are all the selfies from the people that we claim that Daniel didn't know?
That's it's a great question for us. That's a really, really good point. Where are all the viral clips? Did Stan the man, Stan the dad, Stan the man put a ban on mobile phones apart from that one tiny clip where Daniel's giggling away to himself, actually enjoying himself there? I think Stan put a ban on the man who filmed all the stuff.
Okay. Fair play to Gareth for the Q&A. BKM is wrong for doing for putting him through that. He knows what he's doing reading them.
True, you're a very cruel man. BKM, leave me alone. BKM, give me a week off.
Yeah, I love Gareth. He knows a lot about boxing. The world of boxing would be worse without him.
Well, that's a very kind comment. Thank you very much.
You got called a goose. What a goose. Seriously. You've been called a goose before?
No, I don't even know what that means. What a goose. That's probably not a nice thing, is it?
Yeah, probably. Where are we?
Well, let me see what that means. It must be in the vernacular what that means.
Gareth A. Davies is the Gadmeister General. He's the Don. Don't be getting cheeky with the Gad. The Gadmeister General.
Well, that's that's giving me a foolish person.
Okay, there you go.
A goose. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind. I mean, I don't think of myself as the Gadmeister General, but I'm only the master of my own little universe. Look, it's a pleasure to be involved in boxing and a pleasure to do these kind of things and see you flourish with your YouTube channel that is now, what is it, 1.1 million?
We're not far off. 1,080,000.
Wow,
Which
incredible work.
I suspect there's a million of them that are fake, but it is what it is. But here's a funny one. Gad and Ivan were not invited to the gathering.
Gad and
Ivan.
Ivan, Ivan.
Van, yes.
Correct. How do they know I wasn't invited to the gathering? Maybe that's why I haven't slagged it off.
Yep.
The party that we all enjoyed before Usyk defeated Dubois. Listen, I don't have any issue with it. All I have an issue with is if his dad said, "I'm turning my son around if you can't have the whole entourage come in." That's the only bit of it that was wrong in my view. They were just trying to occupy the kid and keep his mind occupied ahead of the fight.
Yep.
Fighters can say what they want. Other fighters can say what they want. They wouldn't have done it that way, but that's the way they do it. And no one loves that kid like his father Stan, in my view.
100%. There's big talk about the fart, Gareth. Mark Priest says it was definitely a fart.
No, this is fake news. Now, you've played this to me over and over again, and I don't know whether it's my washing machine in the other room, in the utility room, whether it's the dryer, whether it's the dishwasher,
With a
whether
look
it's
on your face when the sound went.
it could have been the pipes, yeah, but it wasn't my pipes. There's no question about that. That I did not pass wind during an interview with BKM.
Okay.
Categorically did not.
Okay, so here's another one for you.
That's below the belt, that one.
Okay. The people in life that don't like Gareth, him on his job, are the sort of people you don't need in life, as they are dreamers, not realists, and only want to cause misery and awkwardness in people's lives.
Well, I think there is trolling in digital media. There's trolling in life these days, and some people get their kicks out of it, and I think everyone I work with, and you say this as well, the people that are trolling and putting out negative comments very often want a selfie with you. That's what people say. I don't subscribe to that way of thinking myself, but listen, if
Or they repeatedly watch your content. That's the other thing.
or they love to hate you, so they watch your stuff, and we're all like that in some ways. What's it called? Circular intuition or something. You draw people in because they hate you. You draw people in because they love you.
Okay. Um, Gareth is the fart king.
I really ought to save a big fart up to put on Boxing King Media so I can actually say, "Good, Boxing King Media, I have just farted. Can you please record this?" Or "I'm about to fart." The truth is, I can never remember farting during an interview.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to believe you, Gareth. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Wonder what lives in Gareth's hair. What lives?
Um, well, a lot of grey hair basically lives in my hair. But what lives in my hair? All kinds of stuff lives in my hair. Bees, wasps. In fact, I was cycling once, and a wasp did get stuck in my hair, and ended up biting me right on my lip, on my upper lip, stinging me on my upper lip. And there's a guy called Chris Lieben who fought Michael Bisping in MMA once, and I had to go and interview him in London that night. I was on a bike ride, and the wasp stuck in my hair, bit my upper lip, and I came up looking like Mickey Rourke after about an hour, and I couldn't actually speak. I had to go and do an interview with him on TV, and they had to just blank me out and just do the interview with him. And his face looked like that a couple of days later after he'd fought Michael Bisping. It was a very weird week. It was almost like I was previewing what was going to happen to Chris Lieben's face. If anyone remembers that fight, it was in Birmingham, and Michael Bisping really must have kicked and hit Lieben so many times. Brilliant guy, but yeah, there's many flying objects that have lived in my hair or stuck in my hair over time.
Okay. David Wright, Gareth spouting nonsense as usual. The mullet and dated Bono shades seal the deal.
Well, the dated Bono, look, I'm talking of dated shades, the late great, just pause for a moment for the late great Ozzy Osbourne. Well, they're not Bono shades. Bono doesn't wear Ray-Bans, I don't think. And I've worn these a long time, and it's not a mullet. A mullet is a completely different kind of hick hairstyle. I beg to differ. Would you call it a mullet or not?
It just reminds me of David Ginola, if you remember him.
A ginolette.
You know that. Amazing
Yeah,
play.
anyway.
Giant Joe. This one.
How many questions are there this week?
There's two more. I'll save the best two till the end.
Oh, here we go.
Giant Joe. The classism oozes from Gareth. Armchair observers, as if he is in the ring taking the punches himself. It's not surprising that he can't discern his brown nosing from a long instilled social conduct taught to him and his peers on the playing fields of Eton of how to dismiss the plebs and ingratiate with the influential.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I think that between the lines there's some very rogue insults. I'm not classist when it comes to boxing. I'm the only class there is in boxing is the warrior class, and I have a deep love of the analysis of the sport. I have great empathy for fighters, and I don't discern in the classism of it all. I think fighting boxers and the warrior code actually transcends class. So I don't agree with you.
Okay.
About me anyway. Those aren't that isn't the way that I perceive fight sports. Yes, I might intellectualize it and maybe feel poetic about it at times, but I never actually think I'm the man in the arena either. I'm speaking about the man in the arena. But I've played my own share of sport over time, and I know what it is to win and lose, and I know how to tough it out. Listen, I'm an old bloke now. You lose your vim and vigor for sporting endeavour and putting yourself on the line. But the bottom line is, I feel empathy for everyone who we cover.
Okay. This one from Tin Man. Gareth is the kind of guy that puts hula hoops on each finger.
I think you've asked me this one before.
I haven't. It's on the last interview.
Well, I wish I had a packet of hula hoops because I could just give you that one right now, couldn't I? I mean, if I had 10 hula hoops, I'd love them on my fingers right now. I promise you, next time we do one of these interviews, I'll get a packet of hula hoops. Although my fingers are a bit too big for hula hoops, I think. But what a great question to end with tonight.
Yeah. This one wasn't a question. I'm going to leave. I'm going to say this one because the person who put the comment probably won't like it. But we didn't come here to listen to you promoting your book. Cue, Gareth.
Well, don't forget to get your copy of Call of the Warrior.
And that's for Dean. Let Dean know where he can buy the book.
Very proud of this. But oh, look, Arab, Crawford, Davison, Fury, Haney,
Yep.
Hearn.
So no doubt Dean will have something to say about that. He wasn't too happy about the promotion of your book last time, but
The great Lomachenko, Shiraz.
right, Gareth.
Who's that?
I don't know, but thank
Golovkin,
you. Okay.
I think.
Ooh, sick.
Right, on that note, it's been great to see you.
Yeah, pleasure, and I'll see you soon in a few days.
Respect isn't given, it's earned in blood.
Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.